Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video we will learn how to schedule Windows Server backup. So what you can do, so it's 9:30 a.m. or p.m. Set. So what I have done till now, I have promoted this server as a domain controller that you can see here. Okay, I have installed Active Directory. If you see, this is my domain controller and this is the host name of this computer, CMD. Okay, or you can also see netdom QUERYDC. Okay, this is my domain controller. So I have installed domain controller or promoted this server as a domain controller. I have installed one feature. You also need to install that feature. So this is inbuilt feature in the operating system, server operating system, and you can use this to take the BMR backup, that is bare metal recovery, or you can say image based backup, and you can also use this for take the entire backup. And third one is you can also use this for taking system state backup. That is free and very good tool to perform any activity in case of requirement. So, and I have also added two more drives where I am going to take the BMR backup, or here I am going to take the system state backup. And I have also configured, I will show you later, or you have seen already, I have configured image based backup by using this Windows Server backup feature. Since we cannot configure system state backup and image based backup, or you can say two different type of backup by using this Windows Server backup feature, so I decided to use this for configuring scheduled Windows Server backup for image based, for BMR or bare metal recovery, you can say. Here you can see bare metal recovery. Okay, so I configure this backup. If you have not configured yet, you can just do so. So I have already configured, so it is giving me the option to modify a backup. Here you can see destination is E drive, backup items. Here you can see custom I chose. Here I selected bare metal recovery, then all the components selected were selected automatically. If you are having something in your D drive, E drive or F drive, so that drive will also be covered. Next, you can define the timing when you want to take the backup. But remember two things properly, or I would say three. Try to take the backup in off business hours. Otherwise, bandwidth will be used by your backup and then there should be some latency in the network. Second thing is try to take the backup any shared location or any other location, other path. Do not take the backup of the same computers at the same location. Meaning, this is my test computer, so I just decided to take the backup here. But if you are working in the production, try to take the backup or take the backup in any other location. And third and important thing is do not configure the backup in the same time which will conflict. So take the backup 2 or 3 times and understand how much time it is taking, and another backup should be scheduled in the different time. If you configure the same backup, if you configure two type of different backup at the same time, and for example, I have configured this Windows VMware backup through this tool, and I configure the system state backup by using any other way, or I run system state backup at the same time. When this backup is running, this backup will get failed. You have seen this. Okay, the operation failed because another operation was in the progress. Why it happened? I was taking backup. Okay, I was taking Windows Server backup. At the same time, I ran the system state backup, and then it got failed. You can see system state backup completed. So we have taken Windows Server backup, which was configured to schedule at 9:30 a.m. and it got completed at 9:32 a.m. Okay, so as I said, I have also configured system state backup, but I configure this by using task scheduler. So this is a task scheduler that will be used to take the system state backup. So what I configured, I chose this user because it is having admin access on this computer. I selected this, run whether user is logged or not, run with the highest privilege, and I selected this Windows 7 and Windows Server 2008 R2. Trigger means when it will run. You can select it anytime, but remember, do not conflict with your another backup, and do not take at the same location. But I'm just doing the test environment, so it is fine for me. I would say to just save the time, I will run this at 9:40. Okay, action. This is the PowerShell path, and this is the location of my script. It's not a big script, 2 3 lines only, and a C important. This is the location where my script is. Here I did not select anything. So it is good idea to select this. Allow task to be run on demand. Run the task as soon as possible after scheduled start is missed. Okay. It will help you to run the task manually whenever you want to. Okay, so it will run at 9:40. I need to change the time because I need to show you something else. Okay, 9:45. So my script is here, backup and deletion. This one, it is showing something different. Open. Okay, so this is my script which will take the backup, system state backup in the F drive, and these are the two other command which will delete old backup and will only keep latest one. Okay, so if you want to keep latest 2, 3, 4, whatever you want to, you can just change the number. And if you want to see how many backups we have already taken, you can just run this command in the PowerShell. In the E drive, I am having my image based backup, right? BMR or image based, same. You must, okay, no problem. It is always good idea to run the PowerShell as an administrator if you are having access to. So you have seen I have taken two backup, 8:16 p.m., 5/3/2025 and 5/8/2020 9:30 a.m. today. Okay. So as I said, once my schedule task is running or started or completed, we will only find one backup here, that will be this one, and this backup will be deleted because we have told our schedule task to run in this way. Okay, keep only single one. If you talk about F, I'm only having single one here. So after completing my schedule task, this backup will be deleted and another backup will be kept, that will start at 9:45 a.m. So we should wait to run the schedule task and then we will see what is happening. I will add all these three three or four commands in the description of my video, so you can just take and enjoy, and just we need to wait. It has not started and it will start in next 2 minutes. So there will be question in your mind, when we use when we are going to use Windows Server Backup for or backup, and when we are going to use specifically bare metal recovery or image based backup, and system state backup. So if you delete something, delete any organization unit by mistake, and you want to get that organization and their content or its content back, at that time you need a system state backup. And if you lose all the domain controllers in your infra, specifically if you lose all the domain controllers in your root domain, then you need bare metal recovery backup. So it is always good idea to have at least two latest backup for both the types, system state backup and BMR backup. And if you're having multiple domain controllers, I would say choose different domain controllers for different type of backup, so that you can have at least good or healthy backup for performing your activity in case of requirement. It rarely happens, but God knows it may be required for us, so we should have at least healthy backup, and we should also have DSRM password. So I have created another videos about image based backup, how to restore, how to use authoritative restore of Active Directory, what the DSRM password is, and how to get it if you forget. If you want, you can watch that as well. So I think backup has started right here. It is not showing here. If you just refresh it, it will show you it is running, right? So it will take almost 10 minutes, I think so. So I will put myself on mute. So backup has been completed successfully. Now we'll see, starting from E drive. Okay, see, you can see we are having only latest backup that was taken today, and here also we have latest backup, one backup that was taken today at 9:45 a.m. So this is good idea to schedule both types of backup. One we can schedule through the Windows Server backup, another one we can schedule through the task scheduler, and it will help us to keep the latest backup without doing anything, but server must be up and running, and it will also delete old backup. So if you do not delete all the backup, your drive will be filled. There will not be any space, and your computer will not be able to take the new backup. And if you are having multiple domain controllers and in your busy schedule, and you will not remember to check how much space is available in your drive, whether you are having enough space to take the next backup or not, then maybe you are in a bad situation. So it is good idea to schedule the backup for both types of backup, so that you are having at least good backup or healthy backup of your domain controllers, and you can use them whenever you required. So that's all for this video. If you have learned something new, kindly like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.